Hey, what up, everybody? J Pinks here doing another Nexus Wars one lane tutorial today. So today I'm gonna go ahead and do a Zerg tutorial. You know, I haven't really seen too many of these around, so I figured I'd go ahead and run through and make tutorials on all the races here. So I've started out with just a Zergling, and then we're gonna go right into Infestors. We kind of got some stuff running in here, so we'll go ahead and auto attack real quick. You know, like I said before, your builders, they don't really put out a lot of damage, but you're working together, you know, especially early game here, you can definitely turn around a wave if they're coming into your base. As long as everybody works together, at least.
Your forces are under attack.
So here we go. Top right, we got minerals, and you also have our build capacity. Right now, we're at 3 of 90. Also, you look top right, you can see we got our little score screen. You got everybody's name. You can see their kills, what their income is. You know, and you gain income by building buildings and you know, building a pylon, which you'll see here in a moment. And also, you see these little stars next to everybody's name. That is your nuke. Everybody gets one nuke per game, which will basically kill everything in a certain, you know, in a range. But they have limited range. You can only use them close to your own base, and you know, you don't want to waste them. They can really come in kind of clutch. So we're pushing a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a pylon. You know, I got a Zergling and I got an Infestor. I've seen people, you know, they'll build roaches and other troops, and you'll kind of start out and you'll get, you know, a little bit of an early push. I mean, realistically, they're kind of worthless troops, and you're not going to want them later on down the road. So one Zergling into Infestor is really the strongest build you're going to get.
Forces are under attack.
You know, when I first started out, I think Terran was probably, you know, kind of my go-to race. You know, recently I think Zerg is probably my favorite, honestly.
Your forces are under attack.
It's fun to play. You'll get Kerrigans, you know, which you'll see later. You know, which are good. They're fun to play. Do a lot of damage. You know, so right now it looks like we have one Zerg, one Terran, and two Protoss, which is a good combo. You know, these Infestors are, so I'm gonna go ahead and build 12 Infestors here. You know, Infestors are very strong. They have a bit of a slowing ability, and they also generate these infested Terrans. You know, and the Infestors and the infested Terrans attack ground and air troops, so that's pretty useful. You don't want to sink them. You know, they're better off being left unsynced. And you know, you don't want to build too many. So there's kind of like a glitch in the game. If you build too many Infestors, it'll make the whole thing laggy, and you know, everybody will be kind of unhappy with you. So you know, I've tested this a lot, you know, so you don't really want to go much past 12 Infestors, so you're gonna end up being in trouble.
Our allies' base
So here we have J-Rad. He's gonna do some kiting for us. And what kiting is basically is you're building a building, you know, to grab the attention of the enemy troops, and then you're canceling it before it actually gets finished. So the idea is that you'll distract the troops enough for you to build momentum, you know, and because you're destroying it before your building actually completes, you know, you'll be able to just keep doing that and distracting enough to let your guys kind of build up a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a momentum to push back. You know, so it can be really helpful. But so for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, auto attack. And you know, the auto attack, it really is kind of programmed to go after infestors first, which is really good. You know, you want to get rid of them quickly. So just, you know, auto attack, and then once I have minerals available, I'm gonna keep building here, and you know, see if we can go ahead and turn this around. You know, you can go right out the front ramp there. They'll put you in the back of the Nexus. So just keep building.
Your forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
Alright, when I'm building these, you know, I'm just kind of letting them spawn as I build them. You know, I'm not going to sink them, but I'm not going to be, you know, too concerned if there's a couple that are spawning together. You know, it's not that huge of a deal. You just kind of want a steady flow of them rolling out. We had a nice turn there, nice teamwork.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, so I got my 12 infestors. I'm gonna go ahead and now we're gonna go ahead and move to air. Right, I'm gonna get Hydralisk, which just opens up higher level troops, and then I'm gonna grab my Mutalisk. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Queen. Queen has detection, stealth detection.
Your forces are under attack.
You know, it's also kind of speed up your troops. Honestly, the Queen for this Zerg build is kind of optional. Most of the time, I don't even build it. You know, it's not really a huge deal. But I'm gonna get my Mutalisk and we're gonna go ahead and go air here. The Zerg, the infestors are very strong on the ground. The Zerg, primarily, its best build dominates the air. Right? You'll see here shortly. I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm gonna build 4 Vipers. All right, now Vipers are very important. Because what they do is they actually have an ability which some bigger troops like Colossus or Thors, you know, they'll actually have an ability which will go and pull them out of the enemy lines into your lines, so to kind of isolate them and make them get destroyed very quickly. You know, so it's a really nice way to counter some of those Colossus and some of those bigger troops. So go ahead and get your 4 Vipers right here.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, so I got my 4 Viper. I'm gonna go ahead and sink these actually. I want my 4 Vipers synced because I want them to show up together. And then they're going to go in and they're just going to pull a bunch of those Colossus right out of their line. You know, which hopefully you'll see here shortly. Alright, now I'm going to move up to the top and I'm just start building 3 wide right up here. Scourge. And the Scourge is honestly probably the Zerg's best troop. They are very powerful in the air, and you'll see they just dominate some of like the Vikings and things and other troops that are out on the field right now.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, you see those Vipers just come in and start pulling these Colossus out of the line right there.
Not enough. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, so just keep building that Scourge here.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals are under attack. Not enough minerals.
So you can see that Scourge just devastate those Vikings. So I guess there's kind of a bit of a debate. You know, some people like their Scourge unsynced. Personally, I like them synced.
Not enough minerals.
You know, for that reason, you'll see them just show up and just destroy a line there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that Hydralisk and Mutalisk. Go ahead and get rid of that Queen too, and just build some more Scourge up here. Alright, so here, boom, here we are. We got 90 and 90 capacity. Alright, I got my 12 Infestors that are not synced. I got my 4 Vipers that are synced, and the rest Scourge that are synced. So I'm gonna go ahead and build 4 upgrade buildings right here. And then I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna click on my pylon. Now I'm max capacity. I got my upgrade buildings. And now I'm just going to watch my troops go to work and upgrade my pylon here for the next little bit. And see how it goes. Comes that Scourge. Looks like they're being slowed down by those mothership cores a little bit. Yeah, which you'll see later. I plan on doing a Protoss tutorial as well after this. I'll explain the mothership cores a little bit later. nice. Now I got my max pylon. Now that I have max pylon, this will give me a really good income. So now I can go ahead and just sit back and start doing my upgrades. Actually, first I'm going to grab a hero. I'm going to grab a Kerrigan. Kerrigans are very powerful. A great Zerg hero. Alright, so I got my Kerrigan here. And now I'm just going to start upgrading. I'm going to do ground range and ground armor. I'm not going to do ground melee because I'm not using any of those troops in this build. So now I got my max income. I'm just going to keep upgrading my troops here for the next little bit. And then I'll end up grabbing another hero once the cooldown happens. Looks like we're pushing pretty good here.
Are under attack. New launch detected. Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. New launch. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, just keep doing your upgrades here. Looks like they still got a couple nukes. Let's see and wait and see if they use some of those before I bring my hero up here. You know, sometimes when we were pushing the enemy hero, our base, you can bring your heroes up and kind of start doing some more damage with them. And depending on, you know, where you are at the stage of the game, you know, potentially you can force them to use a nuke.
Forces are under attack.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hero here and
your forces are under attack.
And start moving it up. Looks like my cooldown's almost up, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably grab another hero here soon.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, so Kerrigans are very good. They're very powerful. They have a very strong attack. They have this Razor Swarm, which actually attacks ground and air troops. You know, they can get pulled into the fighting really easily, so you kind of have to keep an eye on them. You know, they are kind of vulnerable. They have very strong attack, but they don't hold up. Their durability isn't very good. So just keep an eye on them. That way they don't get kind of pulled into the front lines and, you know, you can accidentally lose them. But, you know, once you get a couple of them, you can kind of time it so you can basically have this Razor Swarm just going one after the other non-stop. You know, they're very effective. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a second hero here. And just go ahead and do a couple more upgrades. Looks like we kind of got these guys on the ropes, so I'm gonna start moving in with my hero and see if we can start doing some damage on their buildings, kind of push them over the edge. You gotta kind of watch it. Kerrigan will take some damage pretty quickly. So here we are, we got 12 Infestors, 4 Vipers, and the rest Scourge. It's a very strong build. In my opinion, the strongest build for Zerg. Go ahead and hit these Razor Swarm these buildings to see if we can start clearing some of these out. Looks like that Nexus is about dead, so there it is. This is a Nexus Wars 1 lane Zerg tutorial. Got 12 Infestors, 4 Vipers, and the rest Scourge. Well, good luck. Have fun, guys. This is JPinks, signing out. So if you guys found this video useful, go ahead and like and subscribe. I really appreciate it.